Breaking news for you LA Kings fans out there. Two things happened at tonight's game that make me very excited. Well, three. But the first one is that Trevor Lewis is back on the ice, and he's playing again, and oh, this is so great. You have no idea how much the Kings have missed him. It's all the little things he does that just make such a well-rounded game. And his presence was so felt this evening. It was awesome, and he is part of the reason that my breaking news item number 2 could be true. The Kings did not give up the first goal. First time in 7 consecutive games, and like I said the last time, they were shooting at a 65% giving up the first goal rate. That's not good. So to be able to begin this game with a lead, so refreshing. So Trevor Lewis's first shift came maybe a minute or so into the game, and it was a good minute and a half of offensive zone time for him and his line mates Amadio and Kempe. That is a great line. You guys, this is the super exciting part about having Trevor Lewis back is the Kings, I mean, they had it before, but the Kings have 4 really, really solid lines, and if they need to trade some guys out in the playoffs because they haven't had as much experience, they have some pretty solid guys waiting to get back in the lineup. So having that flexibility is really exciting, and this is the time to get excited because there are not many games left, and the Kings are sitting just on that border. We have 1 game in hand over the Ducks. We are 1 point behind. They lost this evening. But we are still in a wild card spot. We are 1 point ahead of the Colorado Avalanche, who lost in overtime today, because otherwise we'd still be tied. We are 1 point behind the Stars, who I believe have the same amount of games as us. And so there's a lot going on as far as playoff positions right now. So we are still playing to be contenders, but we are also potentially playing for a better playoff spot. So things are looking really good. Also, I'm not entirely sure we want to play Vegas in the first round. That's just not a question that I need answered right now. So anyway, back to tonight's game. Things start out pretty well. They're actually pretty even. Jonathan Quick is being his Jedi self. It's a little sad at how easily I can just say that now. The players did a vote of the most competitive players that they don't like to play against, and while Corey Price was first on guys they don't want to have to try and score against, Jonathan Quick was second, easily. And yeah, I can see why dude is a freaking Jedi. Love him. So he was doing great. Lewis was doing great. Carter was doing fantastic. Things were kind of even as far as the first period goes until we got our breakthrough, and it was, of course, Jeff Carter, because we have missed him too. He now has 4 goals in 6 games this season. Wow. Wow, I would have liked to see what he could do if we had a whole season of him. Maybe we wouldn't be in this playoff race, but we are. So I will take this gorgeous looking goal. So he actually starts this play, and I'm not sure if you can see it on this video. The puck is, he intercepts a pass and keeps the puck in the offensive zone. He gets it to Pearson, who gets it to Martinez, who takes the first shot, and Carter's just there to clean it up. And it's kind of this awkward thing where the goaltender, you can see the puck dribbling in behind him, and when he goes to reach and try and stop it, he instead pushes it into the goal. So kind of sucks for him, but I'll totally take it. Thank you to us. I would also like to point out that Tanner Pearson was standing right there by the net ready to flick it in with his stick had the goaltender not pushed it in with his glove. So a lot of good things happening on that line too. Really like seeing what Jeff Carter's presence has done to Pearson and to Foley. Doing much better. So as hard as we tried to leave the period tied, Jonathan Quick just wouldn't let us do it, guys. We are not that great at closing out a period still. And then we started the second period, and God, we were not that great at starting that one either. Oh my gosh, play 60 minutes, do not fall down in the second period. Why is this so challenging? Unsurprisingly, we gave up a goal, and we were tied because we could not clear the puck and could not clear the puck and could not clear the puck, and Jonathan Quick can only do so much. He's on the ground trying to cover it up, and yet the puck is lifted up by, shockingly, unsurprisingly, not shockingly at all, TJ Oshie. up and over quick. And yeah, no, the Kings totally deserved to give up that goal. It was terrible, terrible play in the offensive zone. And for most of this period, and for actually most of the game, a 1-goal lead or tied is not something I was comfortable with the way that they were playing. They were pretty sloppy in their own zone, and they really relied on Quick to bail them out. And there were a couple of times where I looked over and I'm like, oh God, Quick has no idea where the puck is. This is I'm really concerned. Okay, good. It's fine. Okay. We got our first penalty of the game maybe like 15 minutes into the third period. So the first 2 periods were not that messy at all, which was nice. Oh, I should point out that before this, Jake Muzzin almost killed the guy. Just in the process of taking a shot, the shot deflected up and into Wilson's mask. And so he skates off and does not look happy, understandably. So we kill the first penalty really, really easily. And then come third period, Kyle Clifford then gets back into it with Wilson. So Wilson, open ice hit on Thompson that was a little shady. And Thompson has actually been phenomenal this game. He had a lot of things he did on the penalty kill that I was super impressed with. A lot of not really giving up on the puck, even when it's in the neutral zone, and he could have just let it go and whatever. He continued to hustle and playing and clear it, and then later he's rewarded with he did get a shorthanded bid, but not a goal. But still, Thompson was doing a lot of things we liked. Wilson comes up, open ice hit that Clifford took offense to, and rightly so. Clifford stands up for his teammate. He gets into a fight with Wilson, and Clifford, being ever the decent guy, actually doesn't even try and hit him in the face because he's already got the puck to the thing and whatever. So he's actually doing the decent way of fighting it, but sticking up for his teammate. He ends up with the extra penalty, 2 penalties for roughing. Wilson just gets the 1, and so we're on the penalty kill again. I am so far ahead of myself. How did I miss the fact that we scored a goal in the second period? Duh. Trevor Lewis, guys. Trevor Lewis does amazing things. He cleaned up the rebound of his own rebound to rebound his first shot into the back of the net, guys. This is hustle. This is Trevor Lewis at his finest. This is all the things he does right by absolutely never giving up on the play. So gorgeous. So glad he was rewarded. And first game back, he gets his first goal. So nice to see. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. So that's maybe like 3 minutes after we gave up the tying goal. They're like, oh, we should probably get our heads out of our asses. So they did score the goal. So wait, they gave up a goal, then Wilson got hit, then we got a goal, and then there was a penalty, and then we go into the third period, and there's more penalties and fights and things are happening. So it's getting a little crazy here. And like I said, not entirely comfortable with a 1-goal lead because we're just sloppy enough that I'm concerned, and I'm still thinking back to that Chicago game that we should not have lost at all. Just totally gave away 2 points. I'm like, guys, please don't do that again. Please. You're starting to terrify me because as soon as the Clifford penalty ends, there's some flurry at the nets and it gets dislodged, but Mitchell ends up getting another penalty, so that's pretty much consecutive 4 minutes on the penalty kill. Yeah, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting really nervous. The game is winding down. The Kings are getting shots and good chances, but nothing's going in. Yeah. They get a power play. Finally, it's pretty much as soon as Mitchell is out of the box there. But it was so bad, I just kind of wanted to give it back. We did more in the 20 seconds once the penalty was over than we did in the entire 2 minutes that we had the man advantage. In fact, I'm not entirely sure the Kings knew that they had a man advantage to begin with because they did not spend a lot of time in their offensive zone. It was bad. It was a terrible, terrible power play. Thank God our penalty kill is much better than our power play. So anyway, things are getting a little crazy. The clock is ticking down, and we're still only 1 goal up, guys, and Jonathan Quick can only do so much, and you're getting to the point where they're going to they're going to start pulling their goalie, and I'm going to get really, really nervous on ya. Thankfully, Kyle Clifford, hero of the game, who'd done so much more than just that fight with Wilson. Clifford and Thompson both were my underrated Trevor Lewis, if you will, players of the game. They both did so much on the ice, so many little things, that it was beautiful to see him rewarded with the empty net goal. Now, you know the Kings, like, never get empty net goals, so this was just... you could breathe for the last minute and a half of the game rather than, like, tearing your hair out in terror that maybe they were going to do something stupid. They didn't! Yay! So that is 2 very much needed points in a very, very tight playoff race. We have another game on Saturday against the Blue Jackets, afternoon game. This playoff race is heating up, guys. About a month away. So, keep checking back in. We'll see how we do.